everyone, and welcome to another edition of Issues by Elsie. Thanks for stopping by. If this is your first time, please do not forget to subscribe and click on the notification bell so that you can get our videos once they are uploaded. Thanks for your support. God richly bless you. Today I want to answer a question I've seen trending online with regards to Meghan Markle's visit to Nigeria recently, especially when she revealed the fact that she was 43% ancestry descent of Nigeria. Of course, it has taken a lot of backlash from haters and those who do not believe her or believe that she is lying with the results. Why I'm making this comment or putting my voice to it is because I just feel like, or what we've seen is that we live in a world where when a narrative doesn't suit us, we want proof. When people say things that doesn't really suit our narrative, we want proof. The first thing I want to ask is, if Meghan Markle came out and said she was sick, let's assume of cancer, or let's say she discovered that she had HIV, will we come asking for proof? I don't think so. We will certainly not ask her for proof, but we will believe it. You know why? Because we rather she have cancer and have HIV, and we believe that because we love misery, and so we will believe that she has told us that, whether it was a truth or lie, but we will believe it and not necessarily come to ask that she should prove with test results. But because she said that she is 43% of African descent or of Nigeria, we do not like that. Many people or the haters online do not like that aspect. Why? Because we think that, oh, she's lying, and we rather she don't belong maybe to Nigeria, or she not have such a great percentage, or she should probably be just 1% of Nigerian or African descent or ancestry. The question I want to ask, is it your 43%? Is it your 43%? What will proof of the 43% do to you? How does that help you? And let's even assume that yes, she is 1%. Is it still your 1%? And if it was even 1%, and let's say that it was 1% Nigerian descent and 43% maybe Caucasian, and she decides to identify with her 1% and took it to Nigeria, and Nigeria received her, what is your problem with it? Is it your 43%? Is it your 1%? We live in a world today where men are identifying as women, and women are identifying as men, and we don't have a problem with that. You find a full-fledged man stands in front of you and tells you or claims that he is a woman. Not too long, the best dressed woman of the year, I think in wherever that was awarded to a man who poses as a woman and dresses up like a woman. Yet he was awarded best dressed female of the year. We live in a world that is so upside down that we pick when narratives don't suit us, we want to question, or we question for proof. But when things are glaring to the eyes, we don't want proof. We only want proof when it doesn't suit our narrative, because we don't want Meghan Markle to be 43% Nigeria. We want her to come out maybe and say she's 1%. And like I said, yes, let's assume she's 1%. And has decided that it is Nigeria she wants to go to. Nigeria did the right thing by receiving her. Nigeria opened arms, because whether you are 1%, 2%, 3%, 43%, 50%, and you choose any part of Africa to go and identify with, all what motherland needs to do country involved is receive you as a daughter or a son of the soil, and that settles it. So yes, Nigeria did the right thing. Whether she's 43% or 1% and decided to identify with Nigeria is not your business. It's the same thing. These double standards every time we keep asking for proof when the narrative doesn't suit us. For the length, over the years, US presidents have run for, we found people running for president and their birth certificates were never questioned. But when it was time for Obama to run for president, it was all over the place that he should prove that he was born on American soil until he had to his birth certificate had to be released and it became a calendar which is still hanging in many homes today. What a double standard. We live in a world where we want to pick the narrative that suits us and run with it. And when it doesn't suit us, we ask for proof. What a shame. Anybody, if you are averse with ancestry, you will understand that what you may be thinking is not what is going to show on your ancestry. And even though you may have mixed blood or whatever, the percentage you are thinking will probably not even show on your ancestry. And sometimes some of it doesn't even show. I know of a situation where the person has red Indian blood in the family, the lineage has it. And even though they're black, and that when you look at them, he went and did his own DNA. That aspect, the indigenous Indians, it didn't even show up on his own ancestry. It didn't even show up. But his grandmother, pure red Indian, gave birth to the mother who gave birth to him. It didn't 3 generations down, it didn't even show. And yet we want to sit here and question. Some of you who think you are Africans, or think that if you go and do your ancestry, you're going to be 50% Nigerian, 50% because your father and mother are Nigerian. I really laugh at you. Go and do it. You might find out even that you probably, nothing like that will even, it will shock you. Same it is with Caucasians. Those of you who think we are from maybe Ireland, Scotland, it will shock you. Go and do the DNA and you'll find that you are not even up to 50% of that. And for some of you, when you go and do it, and nothing will even show up on your ancestry, it's evident that you are aliens. Will you come and tell us that you are aliens? Yeah, because some of you will go and do it, most likely, nothing is even going to show up there. And if no ancestry or country or anything shows up there, or maybe the one that shows up, you are so shocked, which means that you are from extraterrestrial space or whatever. You are not going to come and begin to show us the proof. You will just go and sit quiet because you are embarrassed to even come and show it. When people do their DNA, they can pick to choose with to identify with the greater percentage or with the lower percentage. It's their choice. And I would say that if you have any 1% of African ancestry and you choose the section of the 1% to go and identify with, that is your business. You have a right to and go there and feel as long as you're welcome and feel at home, it settles it. Oprah Winfrey, Mama O, allegedly is from the Cameroons. Yeah, a greater part of her ancestry is assumed, allegedly, to be from the Cameroons. Have you ever seen Mama O in the Cameroons? If I were her, even I will not go to the Cameroons. What are you going to shithole La Republic to go and do? No, I'm just asking. What is there? Why should Mama O go identifying or bothering her head with French colonial assimilation and whatever? Why should she go there? She decided to go where she can identify with the people. She carried her investment or whatever and her passion, she went to South Africa and opened up her girls' school to help black girls like her who struggle to grow, who are struggling to grow, because she also struggled to grow up. And whether you like it or not, or you have your own interpretation about it, she took her school to South Africa. South Africa welcomed her. That is what is important. But her ancestry is more. She made her choice, and I want to believe that she preferred to go to South Africa because she identified with Nelson Mandela and the apartheid struggle and everything. Why should she go to shithole La Republique? Just because her ancestry is from there. She chose where she wanted to identify, even though her ancestry allegedly is of the Cameroons. And that's applaudable. She went to South Africa, she was received. Whether the percentage of South Africa as in her ancestry is 1%, 0%, a daughter of the soil identified where they wanted to go and they went there, they were received. That settles it. It's not your 43%, it's not your 1%, it's not your whatever percent. Go and do your own, pick and choose where you want to identify. If you are a daughter or son of the soil, it shows that you have that ancestry, and you pick any part of the African continent or country to go there. All what the people of the soil need to do, country or whatever, is receive you open arms, give titles, hand over plots of land, do investments. That's it. Stop asking for proofs when narratives don't suit you. Because that's what is happening. I need proof. You need proof as what? As who? Is it your 43%? It's not your 43%. Go and do your own and run with it. And like I said, your own will even shock you. It will really shock you. When narratives don't suit us, we ask for birth certificate. Like in the case of Obama. Yes, I've not seen any other US president whose birth certificate is trending or was trending as calendars. Simply because people rather, they need proof. They need proof because it was a black man in question running for president. Now we need proof for Meghan Markle's 43%. We need many other proofs when the narratives don't suit us. That's just what I'm saying. But when people come out, you find a man comes out and is claiming to us that he's a woman, we're not asking for proof. Why don't we ask for proof for all these men who come out and say they are women, or all these women who come out and pose as men? Why are we not asking for proof? Why are we not asking them maybe to undress and really tell us? Or however way we want them to prove it. We just go with the face value when they switch their names from John to Josepha, or to Jesse, and or from they change their names to Kate and to Cadence and to all that. We are okay with it. We are not asking for proof, because just looking at them is enough proof for us. We don't care what is going under or down there. That's enough proof. We go with it, right? We don't question it. But when someone comes and is telling us that they are this percentage, we want to ask for proof because the narrative doesn't suit us. Is it your 43%? It's not your 43%, so you don't stop asking for it. And let's assume that this sister came out, like I think I've said it before. If she came out and said she had cancer, or she came out and said she found out she had HIV, will you be asking for proof? No, you won't ask for proof. You know why? You won't ask for proof because we love misery. We love bad news. We accept the bad news face value. We don't question it because it doesn't suit our narrative. Or let me say it suits our narrative. But when it doesn't suit our narrative, like in the case of DNA, we want proof. Shame on all of you who are asking for those proofs. her ancestry has a teeny bit or a lot of African descent. And whether it's 43%, 2%, 1%, she has chosen a country of her choice to identify with. She's not the first. Like I said, Mama O is allegedly of the Cameroons. Mama O, I don't think she has ever gone to Cameroon. She don't need to. Because if I were her, I probably wouldn't go to La Republique, assimilation, marginalization, and whatever. So yeah, she took her school to South Africa. And that's good. That's her choice. But the important thing is that she went to motherland. Yeah, she went to motherland. And the people of South Africa, Nelson Mandela and all that, received her. And that's why it's applaudable what Nigeria has done for Meghan Markle. A daughter came home, received her with 10 hands and everything. Give her her title, show her she's welcome. Even if it comes out tomorrow, she's 1%. Not your business. And that it goes for anyone who identifies as a daughter or son of the soil. You go choose where you want to go to motherland. And all what motherland needs to do is receive you with open arms. That's it. Let's stop asking for proofs when narratives don't suit us. Some of you'll be shocked. Go and do your ancestry. You think you're Caucasian, you lie. It will not come out. You should be. Go and do it. Go and do it. You think that it's only black people who need to find out where they come because they were taken from all parts of African continent? You who are Caucasians or claim to be Caucasian, go and do ancestry. Go try and go and do it. You will be shocked. Some of you even find that you are not even half or 20% of it. You will be shocked some of the percentages that will show up on your ancestry. I speak from what I've seen from others. They got so shocked where they were coming from that it blew their mind. And yeah, that's true. That's what DNA or ancestry will do for you. It will shocktalize you, as they put it. A daughter of the soil has identified where she wants to go. She has gone there, she has been received and blessed. Not to your business. 43%, 1%, 2%, they pick and choose where they want to go. They go to motherland, they are received, that settles it. Because guess what? You have men picking and choosing today that they are women, and we are okay with it. You have women identifying as men, and we are okay with it, and not questioning and applauding it. So don't be questioning, or we don't even ask for proof. So what we see at face value is proof, right? So stop asking for Meghan Markle's proof of 43%. It's not your 43%. And even if it comes out tomorrow that it's 1%, it's not your 1%. She has identified as a daughter. And those of you who even say that, yes, she never used to identify as a black woman until now, it's still okay. You know why? Because even if she never used to identify as a black woman, but God has taken her through these routes, and she has seen all this rejection, because God wanted to remind her that, look, don't forget where you come from. This is your true identity. You know why? Because society defines and determines who is black, who is white. Am I lying? Oh no, society will tell you, no matter how you claim to be white, a little bit of black blood in you, you're automatically black. That's it. Society will tell you where you belong. And yes, if things that she never identified with that anyway, but she has been told or reminded, okay, yes, she has been reminded, and guess what? It made her to go and search. And when she went and searched, she found out, oh yeah, this is where truly. So let me go there. And whether for you it is propaganda or whatever, guess what? The lady has gone, she has been received. Nigeria did it big by receiving their daughter and giving her titles. She's welcome home. It settles it. You haters, go take a chill pill, sleep, or better still, go look for your own ancestry, because I'm telling you, you will find out that there's no country even coming up. And in other words, you are aliens. And guess what? When you will find that out, you're not going to come show us proof. You will just be quiet. Right? You will not come and tell us that you come from extraterrestrial space or that you don't belong anywhere. Don't say that LC is insulting. No, that's not it. I just have to bring these facts because there's a lot of double standards all over the place. It's a lot of double standards all over the place. You go and do your ancestry, you find out that you are 20, 25%, 50% Nigeria. If you don't want to identify with Nigeria, you want to take by your 1% and run with it to Mali or to the Senegal, fine and good. You pick and choose where you want to go. She's not the only person who has done it. Like I gave a good example, Oprah Winfrey, Mama O. Mama O decided that she go her to South Africa. And like I said, if I were her, I would do the same, because there's nothing to be offered in shithole La Republique. Because if she took the school even to La Republique, guess what? La Republique will still discriminate and marginalize the few Anglophones and the few, yes, it will not be fair. Those who will be going into the school, it will not be clean and clear or unfair like their elections. So yes, she took her school to South Africa. She identified with South Africa, even though she has more ancestry, allegedly, from the Cameroons. Pick and choose where you want to identify. At the end of the day, motherland, where you pick and choose, whether you are 1% or all what those of motherland need to do is behave like Nigerians have done to Meghan Markle. Receive the sons and daughters of the soil and bless them and give them land and do whatever. That's it. It's not your 43%, so zip it. And even if it comes out tomorrow that is 1%, it's not yours either. Zip it. Go and find out your own proof. You might as well not even have a lineage. You might as well be an alien. And I bet you will not come telling us that you are an alien. Yeah, you will not show us proof that you are an alien. You won't. So I just needed to put that out there. Post your comments. Yeah. Tell me what you think about this continuous quest and asking of, oh, let her prove the 43%. Let her prove this percent or whatever it is. What do you think? Should sons and daughters who identify as, or should persons who identify as sons and daughters of the soil be worried about where they want to go? Or they should just go? Post your comments. Would you rather they come home or they don't come home because their percentage is showing more of Nigeria or showing more of the Cameroons? Tell me please in your comments. Will you rather sons and daughters of the soil come to the African continent or not come at all because they are worried about the percentage of where they're coming from or what the percentage shows up on ancestry? You tell me. Because I even see some of you who are Africans asking those stupid questions. I want to call them stupid questions. It doesn't matter. They identify 1%, 2%, 5%, 50%, even if 0%, and they choose that is Africa they want to go. Yes, receive them. Receive them. So let's stop this asking of proof. It's not to your 43%. It's not your 43%. So be quiet about it. Go and look for your own percentage and run with it. That's just all I'm saying. Look for your own percentage and run with it. You might have just be shocked that you don't even have a percentage. In other words, you are extraterrestrial. Don't say I insulted you. I didn't. I just had to put out these facts there. Let's stop these double standards when narratives don't suit us. It happened to Obama. It's happening to Meghan. We pick and choose how we want the narrative to run. Y'all will ask Kate Middleton proof of cancer. Oh yeah, I want to see that. I know all these UK journalists and all that. Tell Kate Middleton to bring out proof of cancer. Yeah. Let her bring out the proof of cancer. Because apparently some people don't even believe she has cancer. Or might as well be asking for proof of life too. Yeah. Because after all, they say, let me not even go into that. Post your comments. Post your comments. I believe I had to just put it out there. And you may not agree with it, but I had to. And thanks for watching.
I invite you to keep regular dates with me on my new series of Issues by Elsie on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook.
And thanks for joining me on this journey.